Here's a different approach to weight loss. A local doctor has come up with a diet which will help you lose weight and keep it off. The catch? Well, you eat your favourite foods and don't go to the gym. Sounds brilliant, but does it work? Here's Andrew Cos.
Triple M radio jock Sully has always been what he calls a heavyweight, but things have changed in the past few months. The funny man is shrinking. He's lost 15 kilos in 7 weeks.
Okay, Sully, well, this is the visible sign of how much you've lost.
Yeah, this is where I started, and as you can tell, there was a fair bit of pressure on this last hole. And this is, I'm on the last of my homemade holes.
So you're finding you've got to go out and buy a few more clothes?
No, I'm going to wear this belt for the rest of my life. I'm going to wrap it around me twice, just so I can show people, hey, look at this.
It's all thanks to the Weight Loss for Food Lovers, a book by Brisbane psychiatrist Dr. George Blair-West. But there's a twist to this diet. You can eat your favourite food every day.
When George said to me, choose your favourite food and have it every day, I thought, I don't know if I have a favourite food. My favourite food is lots.
That was also a common problem for mother of 3 Jennifer Rogerson. Struggling with her weight since her 20s, Jennifer's gone from 89 kilos to 60 in 9 months without cutting out the foods she loves.
But I can have them whenever I want. The desire and the cravings have actually disappeared, which for me has been a real pleasant surprise.
And that's what Dr. Blair-West says is the key. He prescribes your favourite foods like he would medication. Having a small portion every day reduces their appeal and your chances of binging.
The moment that we start depriving ourselves of food, we put a use-by date on our weight loss plan.
I started off on caramel fudge. And after about a week of having to have a caramel fudge every morning for morning tea, I just went, I'm not into it anymore.
A little French influence doesn't go astray either. The European tradition of having your main meal at lunchtime is another main feature of the Weight Loss for Food Lovers. So instead of tucking into a steak burger at night, Sully now cooks it up in the middle of the day, giving his body more time to burn off all those calories. But the real surprise in this weight loss plan: don't start a gruelling exercise program because you're unlikely to stick to it.
Exercise has many benefits, but weight loss is not one of them.
Dr. Blair-West instead recommends what he calls incidental exercise, things like taking the stairs instead of the lift, anything that will keep you moving.
If I'm talking on the phone instead of sitting, I will stand. If I have to take things down the hallway to another room, instead of piling it up in the kitchen and then walking down with a handful, I might make quite a few trips.
And if they've exercised hard, they will have a greater appetite. Put the appetite together with them feeling justified because they've been so good because they've exercised, and people easily put on more calories than they burnt off.
So, in summary, Dr. Blair-West's top tips for keeping the weight off: eat a small portion of your food every day and savour it. Eat your main meal at lunchtime. Incidental exercise is far more effective than high intensity, and don't deprive yourself.
Well, Sully, well, this is one of the other benefits.
Yeah.
You can crack yourself a beer and no worries.
Yeah, although I've developed a bit of a taste for the red wine.
Really?
Yeah, and I have to have 2 glasses a day.
Moderation, though?
Yeah, always.
Cheers.
Manage our dietary intake first, change our eating habits around that. Once that's in place and the weight's coming down, then exercise as a way of increasing our cardiovascular fitness, which has many benefits, and of keeping our weight off.
And within a matter of months, you could be slimming sensations like Jennifer and Sully.
If you're just someone who loves their food and you've porked up because you've been pigging out, just buy George's book and work out a way of having what you want without doing the damage to yourself.
The diet where you don't deprive yourself, how good is that?